we live in the most powerful, wonderful, greatest country in the world, on the planet Earth. And we must keep our country great. We must do things to keep our country great. Because we are on a verge of losing a generation. Because there's a word that you can't talk about in the halls of Congress too much. There's a word you can't talk about in corporate America too much unless you force the issue, and that's pension plans. Nobody wants to talk about pension plans. You like to talk about Social Security, Medicare, and that's all good stuff. But what about pension plans? And I've gotten a great education in the last 4 or 5 months. I sat down with Randy Weingartner and Lauren Lukey, people from Ashford, Lee Sanders, and Ann Widger, and I've learned a lot that the issue is bigger than just pension plans. It's retirement security, retirement with dignity. And if we can't retire with dignity, we'll lose our children and grandchildren. Because today, pension plans are under attack. We were in the experiment of 401k. 401k did not work because there's no education, there's no regulation. Now maybe people do like 401k, I understand that, they like savings plans, but there's no regulation, they're ripping us off, and we have to find a way to fix those problems. So what the Alliance is doing, we've been meeting with people, we've been meeting with government officials, the PBGC, academics, and people from all across the spectrum, stakeholders in this issue. We want to start a new dialogue on pension plans and retirement security so that when the next president of the United States takes office, and we believe we know who that is, that'll be Hillary Clinton. The Alliance for Retired Americans and other stakeholders, with government officials, with labor, ASME, AFT, IAM, UAW, we need to have a real discussion and debate about retirement security in the United States of America, the most financially strong country in the world. There is no reason in the world why people should be sleeping in the streets of the United States of America. Our economy is the greatest economy in the world. But as you heard, they try to take people off their pension plans because of mismanagement, corporate mismanagement, subcontracting of work. They try to take people off their pension plans, and people act like, you know, corporate America acts like, well, these people just disappear. They don't disappear. They become wards of the state, they become wards of the federal government, they become you pay more state taxes because the states are now taking care of a lot of these people, and then the states come back to you and say, we got this budget deficit, so we got to cut pension plans. Public pension plans are under attack, and we must guard against that. So the fact that we're having that dialogue, and we're bringing others to the table, I was talking to people last night, and others want to come to the table, we need to have that dialogue. We need to have that discussion and fix the problem. Now, what you will hear and what you have heard, oh, yeah, right, you got a problem. We have a problem. How are we going to pay for it? How are we going to pay for it? That's what the congressmen and senators say. The same way they paid for AIG, Goldman Sachs, Citibank, and all the rest of those people up in Wall Street who ripped us off, and then we bailed them out. They didn't ask us where to get the money from. They didn't come to us and say, should we bail them out? They bailed them out. Democrats and Republicans. That was in the best interest of the country, they said. I believe them. The Constitution says we, the people of the United States, want to form a perfect union, common defense. When they have to defend the country, as they should, we live in a dangerous world, they don't come back and ask us, how do we pay for that? They don't say, well, how do we pay for this stuff? They get it done because that is their responsibility. And if you look at the preamble to the Constitution, some of you others may hear me say, it says, secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. That means if you work hard and you play by the rules, that's what it is now. You have a right to the American dream. You have a right to the American, it's not something they're giving. You have a right to the American dream. You don't let them tell you they're giving you something. And that right, that's your children and your grandchildren. So if we don't fight for this stuff now, there'll be nothing left. And everybody be working at McDonald's. There won't be any jobs, so we have to put up this fight. We have to continue this. We must have a dialogue, and we intend to have a seat at the table. We intend as Caesars to have a seat at the table when it comes time to talk about retirement security, retirement with dignity, along with the affiliates of the AFL-CIO and other organizations. Now, people say, well, you can't get that done. It's too powerful. I see Secretary Perez in the hallway yesterday. I said, we need to talk about pensions. He took off. I'll get to you later, he said. I know the machine. I'll get to you later. We need to have this discussion. And we gotta push the issue, and we gotta have a seat at the table. Now, we've had the opportunity to speak to the policy people at the Clinton administration, and the Clinton organization. They understand it. They understand we have to have this dialogue. That's why we have to elect Hillary Clinton, President of the United States, because she will speak to us. And I believe in Hillary Clinton. She's a member of my union, but she's a friend. I go back with Hillary since January 2001, when she got off the plane at Kennedy Airport. TWA Hangar 12, and the rain was pouring down, and she stood up on a platform and spoke to the people and spoke to the workers, and she said, you can depend on me. And that was 15, 16 years ago, and she has never, ever let us down. She has been there every time we call, organized labor's call, the machinists is called. She has been there. I remember in 2007, we were setting up a big rally on the Washington Mall, and we invited all these politicians. All these people we invited, long list. We gave them a lot of time, and everybody, well, we don't know, Mr. Roach, we don't know, and we called Senator Clinton. Senator, we need you there. And she said, barring a national disaster, I will be there. And she was there. When the word got out that Hillary Clinton was coming, then everybody else came. We had so many politicians who were out there for hours. They were running back to the house to vote and coming back. She said we would never be invisible to her. And we have never been invisible to Hillary Clinton. Never. And I want to say, when people say, well, we can't trust Hillary Clinton. The polls say we can't trust Hillary Clinton. Well, guess what? I've been voting for 45 years, and nobody has ever called me and asked me, can I trust Hillary Clinton? Nobody has ever called me and say this about Hillary. I don't know who's taking these polls. I have no idea who's taking these polls. I have people talking about poll. We got this poll, and Trump went up 7 points. Well, nobody called and asked me. Are they taking a poll in Trump Towers? Where are they taking these polls? I tell you where I take my polls at. I talk to the cab drivers, the bus drivers. I listen to the people in the beauty parlors and the barber shops. And I never heard anybody say, we can't trust Hillary Clinton. I never heard any of those people say, where's Hillary Clinton's emails? I don't give a damn about Hillary Clinton's emails. I care about the future of my grandchildren. I care about the future of seniors. I care about pension plans and Social Security. I care about who's going to do something for us next, and that's Hillary Clinton. And when you vote for somebody for the United States of America, you're putting their life in their hands. Yeah. You're putting your life in their hands. And I will say here personally, after my experience and knowledge of Hillary Clinton, I trust Hillary Clinton with my life, and I trust Hillary Clinton with the life of my grandchildren. We got a candidate out there, I can't even talk about the idiotic things he says. I know one promise he made, and some people here can attest to it. He told the people at the shuttle, U.S. Air Shuttle, I'm going to make the shuttle great again. I'm going to make the shuttle great again. He put it out of business. People lost their jobs. He didn't pay his bills. We know the story about him. So I want you to understand. I don't know who's taking the polls, but I know this. I know this. The most, as President Obama said, I've said before, the most qualified person in this race is Hillary Rodham Clinton. And she will protect us. She will defend us. And for your own sake, and for the sake of your grandchildren and your children, we must fight to protect and elect Hillary Clinton as the next President of the United States of America, the greatest country in the world. God bless America. Vote Hillary.